Let's analyze a traffic accident video online. Pay attention. The small white car, in order to yield to pedestrians, suddenly slammed on the brakes. But right at this moment, another electric bicycle came from behind and crashed right into it. The small white car, because it yielded to pedestrians, was rear-ended by the electric bicycle. The electric bicycle driver said it crashed because the small white car braked suddenly. Finally, they discussed for a long time, without any arguments. So they called the traffic police. After the traffic police arrived, they asked the small white car to take secondary responsibility. If they didn't, the car might be towed away. Wait a minute, this set of rhetoric feels so familiar. Let me see. After the traffic police arrived, they asked the small white car to take secondary responsibility. If he doesn't take responsibility, the car will be towed away. After the traffic police arrived, they asked the small white car to take secondary responsibility. They also stated that if he didn't take this secondary responsibility, they would tow the car away. After the traffic police arrived, they asked the car owner to take 40% secondary responsibility. They also said if he didn't take responsibility, we're going to tow your car away. Hey, you guys are funny. Forget it. I can't even be bothered to complain. Let's analyze this bit by bit. Watch, the white Mercedes braked suddenly to yield to pedestrians, and the electric bicycle behind it couldn't avoid it, and rear-ended it. First of all, it's not a Mercedes. Even the car reviewer can't tell the cars apart. It really shouldn't be. Just grabbing a video online and starting to fabricate stories. The script and editing are to blame. At this point, both sides have their own stories. The Mercedes owner says it's normal to brake for pedestrians, right? You rear-ended me, you should take responsibility. And the e-bike owner says you emergency braked. No one could avoid it. I'm not taking this responsibility. The two sides argued for a long time. They almost came to blows. In the end, they chose to call 122 to ask the traffic police to handle it. 122 or 112. The editing is taking the blame. And also tell the audience. Actually, calling 110 is also okay. The command center will transfer to the traffic police. After the traffic police arrive at the scene, they're demanding that the car owner bear 40% of the secondary responsibility. There's no specific time or location, nor is it determined that they're talking nonsense. I've never seen anyone dare to be reprimanded in this kind of accident. If there is, send me their police number. I'll report this to their detachment. It's just made up. They also said that if you don't take responsibility, they would tow your car away. If you don't admit it, they'll tow the car. This is even more absurd. If they really want to assign secondary responsibility, even if both parties don't sign, the determination letter will still take effect. There's no need to tow the car. The purpose of towing the car is to collect evidence and conduct an evaluation. They're trying to pressure you by threatening to tow the car over something so minor. I can only say that the traffic police on the scene aren't very competent. I suggest you ask for another traffic police officer to handle the case, or have the accident squad handle it. Most people would panic at this point. They might choose to accept some secondary responsibility, right? And just settle the matter. I'm telling you that's wrong. Big mistake. It becomes our responsibility even if it isn't. Never admit fault. Yes, not your fault. You can firmly refuse to admit it. But it's not that we don't acknowledge the determination letter. It won't be suppressed. Like I just said, even if neither party signs, the determination letter is still valid. Even if you don't want this paper, it will be mailed to the address on your ID. Can also be considered as received. You need to understand, once you take secondary responsibility, not only will you have to use your own insurance to have the other party's car repaired, but you will also have to compensate for their medical expenses. You could end up with endless liabilities if things go wrong. You still have to pay even if you don't take responsibility. The compulsory insurance has no fault compensation. Some areas don't support motor vehicles claiming compensation from non-motor vehicles, right? In other words, a non-motor vehicle rear-ended you. Full liability for rear-ending. But he doesn't have to fix your car. You still have to pay him 100 yuan. Is that absurd? No one said this before. Now I'm laying it all out. So how should we handle this? I'll tell you in today's video. First, if the traffic police say they want to tow the car, then let them tow it. Why tow it away? No one died in this rear-end accident. They can still argue at the scene. The accident process and collision marks are clear. Dare you tow it? I dare to sue. But, audience, please pay attention. If the injured is unconscious, the injuries are unstable, or of an advanced age, if there's a life-threatening situation, you must cooperate with the traffic police to have the car towed. Actually, to a certain extent, it's also protecting yourself. After the car is towed away, we'll wait for the determination letter to come out. Then we'll handle this matter according to the normal procedures. It's not that you don't admit fault. The traffic police towed the car, and then you wait for the determination letter and then go for a review? Then why not just get the determination letter and go for a review in the first place? The car has to be towed, right? It's really a battle between the left and right brains. And at the same time, there's a beauty in the absence of a brainstem. Mid-game break. Sister Meow is catching the timing. This Meowja shoulder and neck massager, just use it for about 10 minutes. Your shoulders and neck will immediately rejuvenate. Many friends have said they've never seen a massager that feels so much like a human hand. It massages precisely and powerfully. No wonder it can consistently top the list in sales, repurchase, and positive reviews. 8D massage head and neck. Pressing the trapezius muscle with a hot compress. Relax muscles and promote blood circulation. Easily knead away stiff muscles. You know, people are always looking down. The cervical spine is under a lot of strain. In case of cervical spondylosis, then it's too late to regret. So you must pay attention to massage and relaxation. You can also put it on your back while working. Enjoy a massage without interrupting work. 3 levels of intensity adjustment, and can also massage the waist. Press. The leg massage technique is comparable to a master. Now during the 618 promotion period, get my coupon and buy at the lowest price. Free replacement for quality issues within 1 year. As the top 1 massage product with millions sold online. Quality is guaranteed. Tomorrow is Father's Day. It's also very suitable to give to your dad. If we are not satisfied with the final outcome, and don't agree with it, we can write down the traffic police officer's badge number, and then we can protect our own rights through the appeal process. Let me say it again. The accident liability determination letter, even if you don't acknowledge it and don't sign it, it still takes effect. It has nothing to do with whether you admit it or not. Everyone must remember this. As long as it involves a traffic accident with injuries, no matter who, even if they make it sound wonderful, persuading us to take secondary responsibility, and claiming that you have insurance anyway, you won't have any losses and so on. Don't believe these words, everyone. You must know that once the determination letter comes out, then the traffic police's task is considered complete. That's right. But there's still mediation missing. If both parties are willing to write an application, The traffic police can organize a consultation. After all, not all accidents have insurance. Mediation is still very necessary, but the premise is that both parties are willing to accept it. Forced mediation is not allowed. And as vehicle owners, trouble might just begin. If the injured party's family is not satisfied with the subsequent compensation issues, they'll turn around and sue us. That can be troublesome. It's not troublesome. Let the other party sue your insurance company as well. The remaining insurance litigation department will take action. It's already at the litigation stage. Don't think about saving your insurance money. Your goal is not to pay out of your own pocket. Their aim is to get more money from the insurance company. In a certain sense, you and the injured party are on the same side. By then, they'll turn their backs on you. It'll be too late for us to regret it. This isn't alarmist, but a real case that has actually happened. Indeed, there are quite a few of these cases. It's okay not to give examples. Many people, because they naively believe those insincere words, or be misled by the sweet talk of the injured party's family, and end up vaguely admitting to secondary responsibility. In the end, it's still us who suffer the big loss, rather than dwelling on whether or not you admit responsibility, or if you'll suffer a loss. It's better to study the accident handling procedures. See how the insurance company will compensate those who drive every day. If you don't take the initiative to learn, don't blame anyone if you suffer a loss. So when you encounter such a situation, you must stay clear-headed and stick to your principles. Did everyone learn or not learn anything? Learn to get the car towed first, then mediate. Oh, that's how short videos are. Even if the original intention is good, but to chase traffic, you have to constantly reduce the text and shorten the duration. It's not explained clearly, not wanting to explain clearly, and at least 5 minutes. Not many people can finish watching, making the traffic very poor. Besides, every traffic accident situation is different. The experience and quality of the parties involved are also different. There's no formula to apply. It's all about adapting to the situation. Rather than teaching others how to handle accidents, it's better to teach others how to avoid accidents. Ah, so tiring.